other side of this camera. First YouTube video. This is actually insane. I have been wanting to make a YouTube channel for the longest, and mainly because since I've started my sonography program, so many of the people that I know personally has asked me about sonography school, and I think answering questions about sonography school and like juggling multiple identities at one time is something that takes more than just like me DMing you really quick or like me texting you really quick or sending you a voice note. It's more of a lifestyle, and I needed to know that too. Like when I was thinking about sonography school, so many of my doubts were from me not knowing what to expect. And so I was like, why not me? I am a mother, I am married, I try to depend on the Lord day in and day out, like, and that's a job within itself. And I have this bizarre interest in sonography, which was so crazy to me because outside of me being pregnant and going to get ultrasounds done at my like checkups, I had no idea what sonography would be like as a career, but mainly as me juggling all of these things already and still trying to go to school. And so I was like, let's make a YouTube channel and let's put more information out there, not in the sense of like how to get into the school or what's the requirements or is it hard. Like, yeah, I can answer those things and we can do a separate video about that, but mainly what is a lifestyle that consists of all of these identities mashing into one? Is it possible? How can it be? What characteristics as a person you have to have in order to juggle all of these things? Like, I feel like not enough of that is put out into the internet. We have so many videos on the requirements, how challenging it is, what requirements you have to have, what kind of classes you're going to be taking, what exams you're going to be taking. Like, there's so many videos out there about those things. But for me personally, I didn't see a lot of people juggling sonography school, motherhood, a Christ follower, and just a human being going through the ups and downs of sonography school. And there are ups and downs of just life, period. And so kind of why I wanted to start YouTube. I have been in sonography school since April of this year. 7 months. I've been in sonography school for 7 months. And every program is different, whether you're in Tampa like me, or you're in Miami, or you're in California or Missouri. Like, your requirements for schools are different. Some people have a really hard time getting into sonography. And a little backstory, I thought about sonography school 2 years ago, but 2 years ago. And I actually went in towards some schools, and I settled on this one school, the school I'm currently at, which is crazy. It's like a full circle moment. But I had to take like a Wonderlic test to get in, and I didn't pass. And at the time, my son was probably like 8-9 months, maybe 10 months. And when I failed, I was super discouraged. I thought, this is not for me. I can't even pass the test to get in. Like, I'm not gonna do this. And I put it off for 2 whole years. And now my son is 3 and I am 7 months in. And I remember the night I was laying down with my husband, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try again. Like, I'm done juggling. What am I gonna do? Because as a stay-at-home mom, everybody else is out working. Everybody else is out doing their thing, and you're home with the baby, and you're like full of thoughts. You don't have many people to call. Everybody's at work. They got 5 minutes to talk to you on their break, and then they got to go back, you know? And I would sit and be like, what am I to do? Like, at that time, the only identity I felt like I had was wife and mother. And so one day I was laying down and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to go back to sonography school. And I studied this time. I studied for the Wonderlic test for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, I went into the school. I took the test again. I passed and I got in. And I thought that was the hardest part until I got into the school I started in My first semester, I only had one class because I had all of these college credits before I came to the school. So I was only taking one class, which was Anatomy 1. And I was not used to all of the juggling everything. And so I would say motherhood and being a wife and all of those things, those got more of my attention than school did. And so I studied as minimally as I did, and I ended the class with the C. And I was not proud of that C already, but I was like, hey, okay, I could do better next time. And I had this idea that C's get degrees. Not in sonography school. Not in sonography school. Since that was my only class that I had, it put my GPA at a 2.0. And in order to stay within my program, you have to maintain at least a 2.75 in order to stay in the program. And so I was placed on academic probation, and that really like struck my ego a lot, and I was really sad about it, only because like if I hadn't put my GPA up within the next semester, I was going to get kicked out of the program. And I was gonna do better anyway, just because the C didn't sit well with me. But when I found that out, it put a fire under my butt. And so I started studying more, and I started to like apply myself more, and I passed. I got a B in anatomy and got an A in physics, and so that brought my GPA up, and I was able to get off of probation. But during that time, I learned that the same mentality I had when I had to pass my Wonderlic test is the same mentality I had to have in order to get off of probation. And with that being said, it structured me to understand that in this program, I really have to apply myself. I really have to dig deep and go through what I need to go through in order to study and make sure that I'm on top of my schoolwork, on top of studying for quizzes, on top of finals, midterms, like all of that stuff. It really mattered, and I couldn't play around because C's don't get degrees in my program. And so it just pushed me to do better in that aspect. That's why when people ask me, is it hard? Like, is sonography school hard? It's like, that's such a, I don't know kind of answer. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a healthcare career. So you're not going to go into this thinking that you're just going to slack off and be able to pass. Like, no, you have to apply yourself. You have to study. You have to make sure you're on top of your grades, your assignments. Like, as a type B person to the core, I am so spontaneous. I'm so type B. That ain't cutting it in this school. Like, I really can't be like that. I have to plan. I have to have structured days. I have to lean on the support of my husband. Like, I can't just do it all. I have to figure it out, and I have to plan it very well, or else I won't be on top of my work. I won't be on top of my scans. Like, I won't have time to go to open scan lab. Like, all of those things, it takes your time. And if you're a person that don't like to give your time, then it's going to be hard. But if you put in the work, if you put in the time to study the material, no, it's not hard. But putting in the time and making sure you're responsible, no one's gonna hold your hand, like that type of idea of hard, I would say, yeah, it's hard. Another thing too is like, this school reminds me so much of me being in the Army, because the only reason why I got through being in the Army was because I had other people that were struggling with me. And it's the same thing for my school. Like, I think if I didn't have my cohort, it would be so much harder, but they make it so much fun. I never dread going to school. I never dread a test. Like, I go into my class like, I have a test today. Y'all ready? We got this. Like, it's like that. Like, we feed off of each other's energy, and the morale is always up. And so that takes the pressure off of school is within itself too. Like, having my girls makes it so much better, makes it a little bit easier. And I even have an accountability partner where she like pushed me like, okay, let's study, let's get together, let's FaceTime, let's, have you studied? Did you do the homework? Here you go. Or, we just help each other out in that way, and that helps a lot too. I just want this YouTube to be full of how to navigate multiple personalities. I want to show that not every title in your life is going to be able to get 100% of your time. A plan as to how you're going to navigate your days. One day you may have to prioritize Sundays for cleaning, and then Monday, you don't have school, so this is going to be the day where you catch up on homework, cut out time for dinner and meal prep or whatever you have to do in order to stay on top of personal and school. I think I'm going to end it here. Right now, we're going to take my son to go see Zootopia. Yes, boo. We're going to take Kamari to go see Zootopia 2. And hopefully we can walk around, because in that section of where we're going, they have like little stores. So hopefully we can stop at some of the stores. I pray that you guys watch this video and get nothing but God's grace from it and his love from it. And I pray that you guys, even if you're not in sonography school, you stick around as a mother or someone who is juggling so many different things and you don't know how you're going to navigate. I want to tell you guys that you definitely can, and I want to show you through my own experience. I had those same thoughts, those same doubts where I feel like I couldn't juggle so many different things at one time. And I want to show myself and you guys that it is possible. And I want to invite you guys to join my channel and let's build a family here. Let's love on each other in the comments. If you guys are sonography students, or you're a sonographer, or you're a mommy juggling being a stay-at-home mom, or you're a mommy who's doing homeschooling, or you're a girly and you're thinking about becoming a sonographer, you're a girly and you're thinking about becoming a mom, like, I welcome all the girls. I am such a girl's girl. I want to get to know all of you guys. I pray that you all have a blessed and wonderful day, and we talk again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.